everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple quick slides on my Gorillus Blues preparing to spawn. I'm going to have this combined into one video, so you get a little bit of a before, during, and after. But Prime's tube's coming down, so he's definitely caught her drift and is getting ready as well. Mrs. Prime is looking fantastic. Let me try to zoom in here. You can see her tube. There you go. Oh yeah, she's coming through. Anyway, she's been spectacular and glowing for the last couple days. I've seen this coming and did another water change last night, and that piece of driftwood that was in the middle I put over there on the end and got rid of the flower pot. In doing so, it pulled her out of the pot and got her exploring, which I believe helped out in getting her prep for spawning, just getting her active. I'm expecting them to spawn today, anytime. She is gorgeous. Oh yeah. Beautiful female. Look at that red freckling on her face and forehead. Prime, he's got a few scales missing, mostly because of her. Getting a little hormonal with them. But they're very, very well bonded pair. I'm not sure I know of any other Gorilla Blue pair that is bonded like these two. I don't need a divider. I haven't had any issues with fry with this pair. The first female I used, I had issues. Since then, I swapped them out, and these two nested for about 4 to 6 weeks before spawning for her first time. And since then, it's been a go. As you can see, a couple of missing scales here and there, and his pectoral fins have some rips and tears, but nothing I'm worried about. Very mellow together. I'm hoping she chooses that slab to spawn on, as there's no other fish in this tank, and I'm trying to get them away from those pots. I'm about ready to pull all the pots and just build a small cave. The pots that I have, I busted out the bottoms so they can swim all the way through. As they get bigger, it starts cutting and tearing on their anal and dorsal fins, not allowing their trailers to extend. As you can see here with Prime, his anal fin is a little shorter than it should be, which I believe has a lot to do with those damn pots. So that's my goal. I want their trailers to be nice. She's in here cleaning. I know they're probably gonna spawn in here. She likes this pot. I think she started a couple dry runs already. Very interesting. If everything goes well, I've got a pretty big buyer for the fry, so I've got my fingers crossed. Looking good. Yeah, baby, come on. Funny thing is, right before they get ready to spawn, their appetite kind of goes away. I mean, they pig out for a good week or two, and then nothing really. You know, maybe once a day if they're lucky, or if I'm lucky. She's definitely going to work in there, prepping. Gorgeous pair. I don't know what he's doing. I'm ready for him. She's definitely ready for him too. Gorillus Blue. I'm definitely lucky to have these. If anybody wants fry, my man Umby King, he's got about 200 Gorilla Blue fry left, about an inch and a half. And Gorilla Black, he has probably about 50 at about around 2 inches or so. Definitely giving a shout out to him. If you're interested in fry, please hit him up. He's got F1s. These little guys are going to be F2. Definitely a fish to keep. You know, I started out having my doubts with these fish. Oh, there she goes, a dry run. Is that dry or wet? It looks dry to me. Mainly because I wanted to continue my blue umby projects. But I decided to grab up some of these from Chris, and I don't regret it. I almost wish I had more tanks so I could do the San Rafael as well. And they're amazing. I'm very glad I was able to get some of these guys when I did. Hands down, some of the nicest umbies I've kept. Let's see if we can't get some action in here. She's gonna spawn any minute. I mean, she's in here doing dry runs. Almost like I came in here at the right time. Maybe you'll catch her laid down, first egg. And Prime's in the back, he's ready. Look at him back there eyeballing. Is she going at it? I don't see eggs yet. Oh, buddy. She get a big spawn this time. I'm hoping for at least a few hundred at minimum. Beautiful pair. My contact I mentioned earlier. I'm not sure if he's going to buy me out, but I might hang on to a few. Have a few laying around for anybody else that wants any. I did sell out my last batch. I've got just a handful left in that tank that will be sent out later this week. I might have just a small few left that I'll probably hang on to and finish growing out to a little bit larger sizes. So, we're gonna see what they look like when they get a little bit bigger. But anyway, I'm gonna pause this for a minute and come back as I'm getting a phone call, and I'll let these guys get settled in. Hello YouTube. I've got some really good news today to share with everybody. My Gorillus blue pair has spawned. Let me zoom in here for you. There you go, you can see some of the eggs on the inside of this flower pot. There's a good, the number is in the hundreds. I'm not exactly sure. I would probably say about 500 or so. Easy. I tried to take some footage earlier today of them pre-spawn, and then during spawning I had some really good footage, but my computer and the SD card that I had are not in agreement at the moment. So until I can get that problem fixed, there won't be any uploads of the spawning itself, which is unfortunate because I had some really good footage. Mrs. Prime in there, she's doing an outstanding job already. There's no aggression between my pair. Prime's standing outside here, or obviously not standing, but he's chilling outside the pot on guard duty. I am really blessed to have a pair of Gorillus that behave as well as they do. Most of my buddies that have Gorillus pairs have issues with the pairs. during and after spawning. Most of them have to keep them provided, unfortunately. So I guess I can brag a little bit and say, lucky me. I do have a pretty big customer interested in these fry. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure the fry will hatch no problem, and these guys will do a great job like they did the first time. This is a really well bonded pair. So hopefully, if everything goes well, you will see these fry hit the shores of Asia and Europe this summer, and I will be excited to have contributed to that. Got to thank Umpy King for bringing these into the hobby, which is giving us hobbyists the opportunity to grow these magnificent species out. There's old Prime, looking like a stud. Almost feeding time. I gotta feed these guys. I also have more good news. Move on over to this other tank here, where I have my wild jag pair. And I don't know if you can see it, but a good third of this rock is just covered in eggs. These two have spawned today as well. The eggs got to be about the same amount on both pairs. Let's see if I can get the jag to... Nope, he's just hanging out. So Jeff was right. This female was ripe with eggs, ready to rock. And I got me a monster present of babies coming from both pairs. My goodness. I didn't see this one coming just yet. I knew the Gorillus pair was going to spawn very soon. This is kind of cool. You get to see both pairs hanging out on the... let's see, zoom in here. Not both pairs. Both male and female fanning the eggs. Another very good pair. Really well bonded. I have not seen any aggression at all towards each other. I'm very excited to see how this male turns out. And it looks like I've got fry hitting the ground really soon. I go back to work on Friday, so at least I'll be able to see both batches hatch before I leave. As far as the jag fry go, I really don't have much intention to keep them unless somebody wants them. I'm going to allow the fry to grow out with the pair for at least a month, and then I'm going to start feeding them off. As you can tell, there's going to be a shit ton of fry, so the sooner I start thinning them down, the better, I suppose. But as far as I know, this is the first spawn for this pair, and I would like them to utilize this time to continue to bond. So a great day in my fish room. 2 spawns, 1 day. I did water changes on both of those tanks yesterday. Pretty big water changes, actually. As my intentions were to get these guys to spawn ASAP. And it looks like I still have the touch. As I was waiting for this pair to spawn all week, I had my doubts. But I did move that driftwood out of the way, put it in the back, and open up the center for the pair, and it seemed like it worked. The female did come out of her little pot for a good day there and swim around and inspect the tank. I mean, it's not much for us to look at, but he definitely got her out and active, which I think helped with getting her in the mood. But anyway, YouTube, just want to say hi and give a shout out to Umpy King. If anybody's looking for Gorilla Blues, he has F1s ranging from 1 inch to 1.5 inches. He's got about 200 of them that need to go. looking for homes. He's got about 50 Gorillus blacks, anywhere from 1.5 to 2 inches. And from the sounds of it, he's gonna slow way down on the spawning. So what he has now will probably be the last available for some time now. So I highly recommend getting what you can off of him, as this batch here most likely will be going all to one person. I may have a small group I can hold, but the rest of them are pretty much spoken for. So congratulations, Prime and Nubby King, for getting the job done, and hopefully we can see some Gorillus hit the shores of Asia and Europe here soon. So that's going to be it for now, YouTube. I'll update here in a few days once the fry start to hatch. See you guys later.